Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Triple Global Podcast. I'm Max,
Sam.
Not Lucas.
and today we will be ranking the most overrated and most underrated player on every team. First up, uh, I have some important news. I'm repping the Lester Quinones jersey because he moved teams. He's not on the Warriors anymore, and I am very sad.
Yeah, he's planning his funeral.
Yeah, he's on the Sixers now.
Yeah,
And now I'm gonna
are the Sixers your least favorite team now?
no. Why would they be my least favorite team, bro?
Because
They're
they
my
took
favorite
your
player.
Pookie. They took your Pookie.
No, they didn't take my Pookie. Bro, the Warriors might be my least favorite team now, bro, because they let him go. Why didn't you offer him a contract? The Sixers got him for a minimum two-way contract. Ain't no way the Warriors couldn't have matched that. Are you serious? Also, you probably noticed by now, but I got a new setup going. But yeah, let's get right into the episode. Wait, no. Yeah. All right. Um, all right. We're gonna start off with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, wait, we're gonna have to do this. Oh,
What are we doing?
like we're gonna have to go through teams because okay. Uh yeah, because I'm all my teams are all over the place. I'm gonna be all over the place and stuff. So
Well, I think you're going third, so you'll have time.
no, but
Hey, Max,
What?
I just want to make sure that we're doing overrated and underrated, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, all right. So for my most overrated player on the 76ers, I got Paul George, because he's kind of washed. Um, what the fuck am I writing? And for my most underrated, I got Kelly Oubre. All right. Oh, never mind. Lucas is second. My bad. I got the order wrong. Lucas, you're up now.
okay, yeah, I have Paul George and KJ Martin as my underrated.
All right. Samuel. Yep.
So my overrated I have Paul George. My
All right.
underrated, he's not really underrated. It's just that, like, I don't know, I don't know. But I have my underrated player, I have Tyrese Maxey. And I know that he's like a really good player, and people know that. It's just that I feel like he's a lot better than most people might think he is. And most people think that he's really good. So.
All right. All right. All right. So for my overrated player on the Bucks, I have Brooke Lopez because he's old and he's a lot slower and worse on defense than he used to be. And underrated, I have Damian Lillard because I think he's gonna have a bounce back season. And people forget how good he was in Portland. Lucas, you're up.
I feel like this is kind of weird. Um, I have Brooke Lopez and Malik Beasley.
I think Malik Beasley is no longer on the Bucks.
Oh,
But
well,
okay, it's fine.
womp womp.
All right. Whatever, it's fine. Sam.
So Max,
Yeah.
so for my players, they're switched. I have Lopez as my underrated and Lillard as my overrated.
All right. Let's talk about this. Sam, why do you think Damian Lillard is overrated?
Well, like just because he's overrated doesn't mean he's bad, but
Yeah, well,
last
yeah,
year he underachieved. Like people expected him and Giannis to be really good last season, but they weren't like the duo people expected them to be. And people expected Lillard to be better, but he wasn't. So that's why I'm putting him as like as overrated, but he was still really good. He just wasn't as good as people expected him to be.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can understand that.
I understand. Okay, I'll say my point after you do Brook Lopez. Why do you think
And
Brook Lopez is underrated?
well, for Lopez, like a lot of people think that like they usually like wouldn't put him as one of their top centers. And I mean, I wouldn't either, but they also would put him like lower on their centers list, probably because of his age. And yeah, he's only gonna get older and like slower and everything. But he was still like a really good player. Like he was, I would think that he was like if you needed him to do what he does best, you would probably be able to do it.
Yeah, okay. So for Damian Lillard, I think the main reason he like underachieved last year was because like his main play style is doing like the pick and roll, and Giannis one is not good at that doing pick and rolls, and two does not like to, so he has no um desire to improve in that category. And for Brook Lopez, I think people value him more than he should be because he's a good 3-point shooter, but he's a good 3-point shooter for a center. Just because they are a good 3-point shooter doesn't for a center doesn't mean you're a great 3-point shooter. But
Okay.
yeah, okay. Um, but that
But
being said, on to the Bulls. All right. For the Bulls, Patrick Williams, he is not breaking out. People have been saying he's going to break out for the past like 15 years, even though that's a big exaggeration. But like for his whole career, like he's not breaking out. He's like 5 years in. Chill the hype down a little bit. And underrated, I'm going Kobe Wright. Even though he's not super underrated, he's still a really good player. And I think he's same thing you were talking about for Tyrese Maxey. I think he's better than most people give him credit for, even though most people give him credit for being a very good player. And I think
yeah,
he should have won Most Improved Player last year. But
I
Lucas,
agree.
All
Bulls for
right,
you.
so I have Josh Giddey. He's not overrated whatsoever. He's just bad.
Well,
And
hold on. So if he's bad, and most people agree with him being bad, then how is he overrated?
womp womp.
Lucas just hates
Um,
Josh Giddey.
yep, get this kid toucher out of here. And then Nikola Vucevic. I don't know if he's still on the team, but
He is.
all right,
But how
whatever.
the hell is he overrated?
Underrated.
Well, I mean underrated.
I don't know. He's just. I feel like he's like more of a. I don't know.
I feel like he's not good at anything. Like he's not bad at anything, really,
Exactly.
but he's not like
He's
necessarily
not
good at
underrated
anything.
worthy.
I think at this point he's overrated.
And womp
Like
womp.
I was contemplating putting him in the overrated category. But okay.
Eh, whatever.
Sam, you're up.
Okay, so for Zach, hold on. For overrated, I have Zach Levine.
Hmm?
Just because I have him there doesn't mean he's a bad player. I just think that
He's
if
kind
he
of
if he's such a good player, I think he should be doing more for the team. And for my underrated player, I have Kobe White.
not many that not many people say that Zach Levine's a good player.
yeah, I feel like people forgot how good he was. I still don't think he's under necessarily underrated, but I definitely don't think he's overrated either. I feel like he's pretty well rated.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he hasn't been doing much for the team because one, the franchise is trash. Like this is just a sorry franchise, and two, he's been injured. Which I mean, if you can't stay on the floor, I guess you're not a very valuable player. So I kind of understand you in that aspect, but not horrible, not
Me-
horrible. I've seen worse takes because Lucas exists. Um, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I have Evan Mobley. Um, and underrated, I have Jared Allen. Uh, for Mobley, I think he's he's a really good defensive player. Obviously, he's been in Defensive Player of the Year talks in like top 10 in like every year of his career except his rookie year. But his offense has not developed at all. I mean, he's still pretty young, so I guess I shouldn't be rushing him as much as I am, but he doesn't shoot three pointers, and Jared Allen also doesn't shoot three pointers. But I feel like people underrate his offense and defense overall. I feel like Jared Allen is the same caliber of defender as Evan Mobley while being a better offensive player. And people don't give him credit for that, in my opinion. All right, Lucas.
Okay. Uh, is I have Max Struess,
All right,
and then I have Evan Mobley.
all right.
Evan Mobley is underrated.
Interesting. All right. I don't really disagree with Max Truess. He's pretty clutch and he can hit. He can hit some shots sometimes, but also like he's not he doesn't have the best shot selection in general.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, but why do you think Evan Mobley's underrated?
I don't know.
You
What do you
don't
mean you
know.
don't know?
What do you mean you
Look
don't
at
know?
if you don't know why'd you put him there?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
All right, on to Sam.
Um. So Max, I have the same thing as you. I have Evan Mobley as overrated and Jaren Allen as underrated,
Okay, nice.
and for pretty much the same exact reason too.
All right. Next, the Boston Celtics.
Oh, we already know who Lucas is gonna put as overrated.
Yep. You already know.
All right. For overrated, I'm gonna go Jalen Brown because people are starting to say he's better than Jason Tatum just because he won the Finals MVP.
Uh, they're both bad.
That's
Um,
not true. It's literally not true by any means at all.
Uh,
Honestly, I think Jason Tatum had the better, like at least equal the argument for winning Finals MVP as Jalen Brown. He averaged more in literally every statistical category, but I understand why they gave it to Jalen Brown because he was more consistent.
but here's
And
the
for
thing.
underrated, what do you want,
What's
Lucas?
the thing, Lucas?
Jason Tatum lost so much aura when he won the finals.
That doesn't have anything to
This
do with
isn't
playing
aura.
skill.
This isn't aura talks, Lucas. This is
I
not aura
say
talk.
so many things bad about Jason Tatum.
All right. For underrated, I have
You're
Lonnie Walker because um I think the Celtics now after signing Lonnie Walker to a minimum contract, they're basically just a lock to win the finals now. Or at least get to the finals. Um, yeah, Lonnie Walker is really good and is an insanely good role player. Don't
yeah,
know how they
especially
got him
like
for a minimum. Also, they
remember that
signed him
like
to a
the one play that he did against the Celtics that was actually insane.
yeah. Also, he he only got signed to a 12-day contract. I assume the Celtics are gonna extend it because if they don't, they're stupid. But yeah,
Don't worry, he'll come back
Lonnie
to the
Walker
Nets.
is really good, and I think the Celtics got it quite a bit better after signing him. Lucas,
Jason Tatum,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Who do you have
and
as
then
underrated?
Lonnie Walker.
All right. Samuel.
This might there's a chance that you probably disagree with it, but for overrated, I have Derek White, and underrated, I have Lonnie Walker.
All right.
And the reason why I have Derek White as overrated is because, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great defender, and he's like one of the key reasons why the Celtics won the championship last year. But you just have to like consider that people are like putting him as like one of the better players at his position in the league, but they're like really good players at his position. So I wouldn't really put him over those players that people are putting him over.
So, what do you think putting like are you counting him as a point guard or a shooting guard right now?
Like a shooting guard.
All right. So what range do you think is too high for him?
Well, that's the thing. Like I don't even know. Like
Because
there's
I
a
feel like
de
the shooting guard position is the weakest position in the league by a decent amount. I mean, power forward's kind of close, but I think shooting guard's pretty easily the weakest position in the league.
well,
Other than
hold on, wait. I got it mixed up. I meant point guard.
point guard. Yeah, okay. Point guard. If you have him at
Yeah,
point guard, I kind of understand. He's definitely not top 10. I think he's arguably top 15. I think I had him at like 13 or 14. Um, I would put him top 15, but I honestly understand if you think he's a little overrated.
yeah.
But
He's
yeah,
not very overrated, but he's just a little.
yeah. All right, on to the Clippers. All right. For overrated, I have Bones Highland because he's not really that good in general. And underrated, I have Kawhi Leonard. Because when like before he missed too many games to be in the MVP conversation, he was actually fit in MVP for like a long period of time. Like he did really good last year, and I feel like people just write him off because he's always injured, which makes sense. But yeah, I I think he's still really good. Lucas,
Isn't Kevin Porter Jr. on the Clippers?
maybe? I think so.
I think so. Yeah, okay, then Kevin Porter Jr. Then for underrated, I have Kawhi.
Uh, Samuel,
So for my overrated player, I have Terrence Mann, and underrated, I have Kawhi.
we all have Kawhi underrated. Terrence Mann, I forgot he was on the Clippers, actually. All right, that's not too bad. What do I have next? All right, the Grizzlies for overrated.
Lucas is
I have
about to put Ja. Just watch.
I have Marcus Smart. Because he only because he won a Defensive Player of the Year, and he was oh my God, Mary's snap. All right. But he won a Defensive Player of the Year when he was not even the most impactful defender on his team. Like in 2022, Robert Williams was definitely the more impactful defensive player, and he should have won Defensive Player of the Year over Marcus Smart, which is kind of crazy that the two teammates were the top two Defensive Player of the Year teammates, but that doesn't matter. And for underrated, I have Zach Edey. People don't understand how good Zach Edey will be in his rookie year.
Well, the thing is, to like, I do think that Zach Edey will be really good, but he hasn't even played a single game yet in like at
Whoa,
least regular
whoa!
season.
He
What?
fits so well with this team.
I know, but like there's always a chance that like even though he might fit
He
really well
won't.
with the team, he
He
might
won't be
not.
about. He will fit very well with the team. I'm 100% sure of that. Do quote me on that. And if he's horrible, then I failed, I guess. But he won't.
I'm not
I'm so
disagreeing.
confident that he will be a perfect fit for this team and that the Grizzlies will be a top three seed and he will contribute to it like five of those wins at least. Lucas, go. I'm gonna
Okay,
stop
yeah,
yapping about how much
I
I
have,
got Edie.
I have, I have Marcus Smart. Then I have Jaw because I feel bad about saying that he's bad.
Yeah, putting him at 19 in your top point guards list. We didn't forget about that, Lucas.
Neither did I.
Sam, uh, yeah.
So for my overrated player, I have JJJ. And my underrated player, I have Vince Williams Jr.
Vince Williams. Vince. Why do you think Triple J is overrated?
Well, well, so he didn't have his best season overall last year, and I do admit that I believe that he was like a lot better than he was last season. But like after looking at his efficiency and stuff, he wasn't all that great.
Yeah. Um, he was my second pick for overrated. Yeah, he was not good last year, and that might be because he was like the best player of the year of that
Yeah, and the main
team.
option for the team was Jaw was
Other
out.
than like Bain, but like Desmond Bain and Jaw or not Jaw and Triple J were both like injured. That whole team was injured. That team like
Yeah.
set a record high for most injuries. Like, all right, all right. What do we have next? Hawks overrated. I have Clint Capella. One time I saw this video, uh, saying that the Warriors were in talks to get Clint Capella and
I saw
talking
that.
about, yeah, and talking about how he could change the Warriors defense for years to come.
I watched that and I was like, what the hell?
What the, like Clint Capella is not prime Hakeem Olajuwon. Like, but also I have Jalen Johnson for underrated because he's a bucket. And he probably would have won most improved player if he played enough games last year. Lucas,
I have Clint
leukemia.
Capella. I have Clint Capella. And then also I feel bad about for rating this guy low. Trey Young.
Oh yeah, you also rated him outside of your top 10.
Yep.
I think outside of your top 15, pretty sure. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas is just a
Wait,
hater
what
on the
was
players
he?
that he doesn't like.
he was Trey Young was a close second for most underrated for me because he is very underrated. People forget how good he is because he's on the Hawks
Oh,
and no one likes the Hawks.
I had
Uh,
Trey
Sam,
at 17.
Lucas,
I had
Luke,
Trey at 17.
come on, Luke. Okay, Sam, yeah.
Okay, so overrated I have Clint Capella and underrated I have Jalen Johnson.
Stop copying me.
Not my fault that we have the same list.
Yeah, the Clint Capella
Okay.
thing, that's just an easy one.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
For me,
Miami,
it was either Capella or DeJounte Murray,
yeah.
but
DeJounte Murray's not on the team anymore.
wait, hold
Wait,
on,
what
he
team is
isn't?
he on?
He's on the Pelicans now.
He
Oh,
is? When?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Uh,
No.
but I think the Pelicans. I don't think I like that for the Pelicans. I'll talk about the Pelicans more later, but when we get to them, obviously. But for the Heat, for overrated, I have Tyler Hero. Um,
bro, why do we have the same exact list?
Shut up, Lucas.
This hurts me.
And I have Terry Rozier. Gary.
Hey, I guess he is on the Pelicans.
I'm
Yeah.
about to die.
So Tyler
Ooh, I'm
Hero.
about to die.
Tyler Hero had a really good rookie season and rookie playoff run. He was one of the many reasons why the Heat made it to the bubble finals. But he hasn't really gotten better since then, like barely. And he's a good 3-point shooter. He can do a little bit of shot creation, but not much else. Um, and Terry Rozier, I think when actually incorporated into this offense in a good way, will be very, very good for this team. All right, Lucas.
You want to know the funny thing? Because I have Tyler Hero, and guess what? Yep.
All right.
uh,
Do you have the same reasons or different reasons?
yeah, same reasons.
All right. Sam, ooh,
Okay. So for overrated, I have Tyler Hero, but for underrated, I have Bam Adebayo.
that's fair.
That's not that bad.
He was probably second or third, probably second.
I was gonna do
Yeah,
Bam.
yeah. I was thinking damn, but then I was like, people forget how good Terry Rozier is, bro. Scary Terry, bro. Don't mess with Scary Terry. Um, all right. Why do you have Bam over Terry Rozier, Sam?
Um, it's just I think people know that Bam Adebayo is a really good player. I just don't think people understand like how good he is.
Yeah, I
And
personally
that
think the best player on the Heat, unless it's the playoffs. He's the second best.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I think
but
he
that's only
is the
sometimes
best
too.
player on the Heat. Like people
That's
may
only
think that
sometimes.
it might
Jimmy
be
Butler just
Jimmy
like
Butler.
Jimmy Butler like half half the time just doesn't show up, and the other half is
Yeah,
like Michael Jordan.
He
But
might
yeah,
be crying in his bed and stuff because he felt like being emo again.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
For the Hornets, I have Miles Bridges. No
Don't you
need for
say it.
explanation.
Don't you
Um,
dare say it. If you say it, I'm gonna crash out.
what?
Lucas doesn't want me to say the same thing as him apparently. Brandon Miller.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
Brandon Miller's second half of the rookie season was comparable to Wemby's. People don't understand that. Brandon Miller was so good. He fits right alongside LaMelo. And if both of them are healthy this season, the Hornets could be a playoff team. Well, play-in team. I'm not going to go that far, but play-in team. Like, and I mean, they could make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to be a top 6 seed. But okay, Lucas, I assume you have Miles Bridges.
Yep, and I have LaMelo Ball.
All right, LaMelo, because you also left him out of your top 15.
Yep.
All right, Sam. Who
So
do
my
you?
overrated player, I have Grant Williams, and my underrated player, I have Brandon Miller.
I'm going to ignore that.
Okay.
It better be Miles Bridges, bro. All right,
Yeah,
for the Jazz.
yeah, I think you heard that wrong. Yeah, I meant to say Miles Bridges. My bad.
Yeah, okay. For the Jazz, I have Taylor Hendricks because I really I don't I think Walker Kessler is the better long-term player and the better short-term player at the same time. And I really don't think Taylor Hendricks was as good as people are redrafting him in the top 10 in one of the best recent draft classes probably the best in the 2020s or the 20s so far. Like, I mean, he is just a rookie, or he was just a rookie, so he could improve. But and for my underrated, I have Colin Sexton. Sexton. All right. He's really good. He's the second best scorer on this team, arguably the second best player. Lucas, who do you have for the Jazz?
I have Jordan Clarkson. And then guess who I have? Colin Sexton.
All right.
Okay,
Sam, what do you
so
have?
for my overrated player, I have John Collins. Then underrated, I have Jordan Clarkson.
Interesting. You two argue right now.
Lucas, I'll let you go first.
I'm trying to look for the Kings right now on the list. I can't find it.
I'm waiting for an argument here.
I'm trying to find the team right here.
Womp womp. Hurry the fuck up. Oh wait, I realize I have to change one of these things. Spoiler: I put Julius Randle on the Knicks.
Yeah,
All right, Sam. So,
And
why do you
Dante
think that
DiVincenzo. I realized I
why do
put
you
both.
think that
I put both of them actually.
why do you think that Jordan Clarkson is good?
um, I don't know. This is like one of the teams that I didn't really know what to put. I'll be honest.
So you just thought that mine was bad, so then you did the opposite of mine.
No, that's not the thing.
Okay.
But sure, you can think that's what happened, but okay.
Jordan Clarkson's shooting percentage is bad. So,
All right,
Okay.
or watcher.
yeah.
And Lucas, the thing is here in this situation right here is if I changed it, it would have been the same thing as your guys is, and I would
And then
look
we
like
would have
top tier.
jumped you. Then
Yeah,
we would
so
have
like what was I supposed to do there?
get jumped. Sometimes you just
No.
gotta take it. Yeah.
Lucas want me to use that pressure point behind you again?
Nope. No, thank
Uh,
you.
yep, so you better shut up.
Ooh, that just hurt.
All right, pull up. I changed my both for my Knicks. I realized something. Okay, for the Kings, my overrated. This is Sam's. Hold up. Let me back. For the Kings, my overrated. I hate this guy. Domantas Sabonis. Um, and then for underrated, I have Keegan Murray. So Domantas Sabonis. All right. Moving on another rant on why I hate Domantas Sabonis. So like I said in the center video, his assists are fake. Like he all of them are really easy passes and simple passes. Like they're like there's a bounce passes to a cutting De'Aaron Fox or like handoffs. Those are 90% of his assists. Sometimes he'll do like a chest pass. He's not nearly on the caliber of passers as anyone, even near the assist count that he has. And Keegan Murray is one of the most valuable 3-point shooters in the league, in my opinion. He's really good on really high volume, and yeah, he's also a pretty good defender. But Lucas, you're up.
I don't feel like that this is that good. But I have Malik Monk.
And two.
and Keegan Murray.
All right. Malik Monk isn't too bad. He's only really a scorer. He can score, he can shot create, but he's kind of like Tyler Hero, but a lot better at like everything. But yeah, I kind of understand you putting him in overrated. Sam, you're up.
Good. So for my overrated player, I have Domantas Sabonis, and underrated, I have Malik Monk.
Let's go, baby. I swayed you. Okay, Sabonia. All right, buddy. And then Monk. Yeah, I can understand you thinking Malik Monk is both over and underrated. I think for that reason. I think he's pretty well rated. But yeah, he's one of the best six men in the league.
Yeah.
So, but again, he only really scores and shot creates. He's just a super Tyler hero. And now for the Knicks. I previously had Julius Randle overrated and the Dante DiVincenzo underrated. Okay, first, let's actually talk about the Knicks trade. Um, at first, I absolutely
Well,
hated this for both teams, but after thinking about it, I've grown to like it. Not for the Timberwolves, but I kind of like it for the Kings. I'll explain why after you guys say your opinions on the trade.
did you say Kings?
Oh, sorry, Knicks. My bad. Knicks. Ignore that.
Um, well, I think it's really good for the Knicks because now they have a center who can actually shoot. And that's pretty valuable in this league.
Yeah, Lucas. What are your opinions?
Um, kind of what Sam said, I guess. A little
Okay,
bit.
so since Mitchell Robinson is going to start the season injured and is pretty injury prone in general, I I thought that I knew they were gonna like go get a center, and they needed one because they you don't want them starting Precious Achua or Jericho Sims or Julius Randle at center, which was what they thought, which was what was thought what is gonna
Oh,
is
oh,
what
oh,
was gonna happen.
oh, oh,
Ignore
oh,
that.
oh, oh, oh,
I
oh,
didn't.
oh.
Shut up, Lucas. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna find you and beat you. Okay, but so I think the Knicks are gonna be like the 2021 Bulls, where they have such good perimeter defense that Nikola Vucevic being your center, and I think Cat can play Nikola Vucevic level defense, and I think he like just stand there and be large. Like I think that's all he needs to do to like have this team be a good defense with all of the insanely good defensive wings they have. And it'll bring their offense to another level. And I don't know how it'll look when Mitchell Robinson's back. I think they're gonna bench Mitchell Robinson because I don't because like the only way Cat can play power forward is if you have a player of the year caliber center roaming the paint. And Mitchell Robinson is a good rim protector, but I don't think he's that. Maybe against teams with really good bigs like Giannis and Embiid and Jokic,
Mhm.
they're gonna have to put Mitchell Robinson out there because Cat's not gonna guard them. But I think this will be good against the like league average centers and even slightly above average centers. So yeah, I think I really like this trade for the Knicks, even though I didn't at all before. But with that being said, my overrated player is Precious Achua. Um, I don't. He's just
That took you like five
really.
minutes.
Huh?
That took you like 5 minutes
Yeah.
to get
Um,
to.
and my underrated player is Josh Hart. Precious Achua is sometimes good and sometimes horrible. And Josh Hart is one of the best rebounding guards in the league, and probably, or not even, not one of the best rebounding guard in the league. And he should have been starting for the majority of the league last year, or the years last year for the Knicks. But I understand why he wasn't because Randall and OG and Dante DiVincenzo exist and Jalen Brunson. You can't really start him over any of those guys. And again, you don't want Julius Randle starting at center. So I guess he shouldn't have been starting. So I'm gonna take back what I just said. Ignore that.
Hmm.
I think ignore that's like my phrase now. But yeah, Josh Hart's really good, and he could be like if he was added to literally any team, he can make them better. Lucas, what do you have?
I got Cat and Jalen Brunson.
Brunson is underrated. Interesting. That is that also because of how you rated him recently? Not
Yeah,
not in the point guard list, but I remember to be like midway through the 2022-23 season, Lucas told me Jalen Brunson being your best player is horrible. How are the Knicks still an existing franchise? They should sell the team.
I never said.
Yes, you
But
did. Well,
you
you
definitely
didn't say
said that,
that
Lucas.
specifically, but you said Jalen Brunson is horrible being your start, like your best player. You didn't say
Sam,
like all
shut
the
up. You
stars.
weren't even there.
Yes, he was
Lucas,
actually, but Jalen Brunson has became a great player. Um, and is this why you're doing that? Because he said
Yep.
that at some point. All right.
I didn't even think I said it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you definitely did. You also said the Grizzlies were your favorite team, and then you took that back like a week later. But
yeah,
I never said that.
yes, you did.
Lucas,
Just because I was not rooting for the Warriors in like 2020 like one, that didn't mean that
That was literally last year.
no, it wasn't.
yeah,
That was last year.
That was that was
Well, technically, it was Christmas Day game of 2022. So it was halfway
yeah,
through
exactly.
the previous season.
Exactly.
by the way, Lucas is a huge bandwagon. He hops off the train as soon as the team starts sucking. So
Yeah, Lucas, that was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was like almost 2 years ago.
Lucas, I remember when you were a Nets fan,
Whatever.
then they
I'm still
lost.
a
I think
Nets
they
fan.
like Lucas.
No, you're not. You're literally a Warriors fan,
Exactly. They're my second favorite team.
bro. The so the Knicks are probably my second favorite team, then Thunder. But I'm not a fan. Not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Thunder fan. I'm a Warriors fan. Just because I like the other teams doesn't mean I'm a fan of. But whatever. We're going on a rant now. Sam, you're up.
Okay, this is already taking long enough. Let's do this.
Sam,
Okay,
hurry
so
up, Sam.
for my
Yeah,
overrated
Sam, hurry
player,
up. Come on,
let me
Sam, hurry
speak.
up.
Lucas, shut the fuck up. All right.
So my
Sam,
overrated player,
hurry
I have
up.
Mikel. Okay, I'm gonna play him. I'm literally gonna go jump him. So for my overrated player, I have Mikal Bridges, and
Whoa.
underrated player, I have Josh Hart.
I thought Miguel was your goat, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, he betrayed me.
Bro, you wanted him to stay on the Nets. That would be bad for the Nets. Like,
Yeah, I
what
know,
is their
I know.
ceiling with Mikal Bridges as their best player? A 35 win team? Like, that's the best you're gonna get out of him? Like, what?
Yeah, we definitely won that trade. It wasn't even that close.
Yeah, they got like 15 first round picks out of it. Like, why are you
Yeah,
complaining?
I'm not. I was joking around.
All right, whatever. Uh,
Anyways,
yeah,
I
whatever.
think that Cam Thomas is better than Mikal Bridges. Like at least from last season, he was better.
He was the better scorer.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
not
for
the better
sure.
player.
not
Fine.
defense was though, for sure.
For the Lakers, I have D'Angelo Russell because um okay, it's kind of hard to explain. He's good. He's a very good regular season player. He's like the definition of a good starting point guard in the regular season, but in the playoffs, he's the definition of a bad bench point guard. So yeah, he's overrated. And for underrated, I have my GOAT, my Pookie, my glorious king, LeBron. He's actually not
Okay.
my GOAT, but still. But I think he's pretty easily better than Jason Tatum. And
Yeah,
people act like Tatum is a top five player in the league sometimes.
for sure.
Um,
100%.
I think LeBron James is eight whole tier ahead of Tatum.
Jason
Well,
Tatum's not even top 50.
Lucas, you're
I'm
letting
gonna
your bias then you're letting your bias set in.
Yep,
So
I
I
am.
think you should just stop talking before it gets
but okay.
too ugly.
So I think the only thing that Jason Tatum does better than LeBron James is play defense. He had a really bad 3-point shooting year last year, and LeBron James had a good 3-point shooting year last year. So LeBron
And
James,
copy other people.
Lucas, shut up with the aura. We're not talking about aura right now. It's fine though. Okay. Oh God, I dropped my phone. All right. Okay. Lucas, you're up.
I have D'Lo.
Wait, hold up one sec. I actually wrote that in yours. Ignore that. I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Shut up. All right. Who do you have?
Okay, see,
D'Lo?
I have D'Lo and Austin Reeves.
Interesting.
I don't have Lapuki, okay?
How dare you? My glorious sunshine. All right. I'm gonna stop lazy
You
now.
are my
Saying
sunshine. Okay.
my only
For
son.
overrated, I have D'Lo, and underrated, I have Vanderbilt.
Vando. All right. Uh, uh, we are pretty far into this recording and like halfway done. We gotta pick up the pace. We gotta stop talking about stuff for so long. All right. For Magic, overrated, I have Franz Wagner. And underrated, I have Jalen Suggs. Lucas, go.
I have Franz Wagner. And guess who I have?
What?
Jalen sucks.
I
I think
understand.
I think Lucas is a copycat
No,
Yeah, he's
I'm really
copying.
not. Why would I be getting mad?
because you keep on
Sam, what do
copying
you
him.
have?
For overrated, I have Wendell Carter Jr. and underrated, I
Whoa.
have Franz Wagner.
All right. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Why is Wendell Carter Jr. overrated to you?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know. That's a good question. Wendell Carter Jr. is one of the best or most underrated centers in the league, probably the most. But he's not. He's not quite as underrated as Jalen Suggs. I almost put him over Jalen Suggs. But he's a really underrated 3-point shooter. He can play decent defense, above league average defense, and he can score pretty well in the post too. Um, and I think Franz Wagner will is just not a good fit on the team because he can't shoot threes, and that is pretty needed. Necessary for the Magic because they're a really bad 3-point shooting team. But
In
yeah,
my
uh,
defense, in my defense, I was looking off a list to make my list, and this is how they had it.
all right,
So blame the list that I got the list from.
all right. For the Dallas Mavericks, I have Daniel Gafford for overrated. We can stop copying him.
I'm
And for
not.
underrated, I have PJ Washington because he's the
Okay.
GOAT. You didn't have him for overrated or underrated, Lucas?
Mm-mm.
PJ Washington.
You know, I actually did have him, but I'm not gonna choose him because I don't like having the same exact list as you.
Because you're a copier. Who do you have as
No,
underrated?
I'll just do
It's
Clay
like
because I do not like
Clay
having the same
Thompson.
exact. I don't like having the same exact list as you.
Not like Najee Marshall or something. Clay Thompson. All right. Sam, you're up.
Um, so I have Tim Hardaway Jr. as my overrated player and PJ
He's on
Washington
the
as my
Pistons now.
underrated. He is?
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is now on the Pistons.
Oh,
Who'd you have? PJ Washington for underrated, right?
yeah. Uh,
Good.
I
You better be.
guess I'll just do the same thing as you didn't do Daniel Gafford for overrated.
All right. PJ Washington is like prime Clay Thompson mixed with prime LeBron James. I'm glazing. It's fine though. For the
You're like
Nets.
you're like my one friend who can't stop glazing his one classmate.
All
It's
right.
insane. Just
If we
glazes like
have
every single thing. It's not real.
Max, if we have the same thing, I'm jumping over my bed.
All right.
I
Sam.
hope you do.
Sam, I really apologize for this, but I have Cam Thomas
For overrated,
as over. Yeah.
Yep.
that's insane.
Okay.
I'm
You
That
better
I'm
not
the
have
not
the
only
same thing.
Sam, the only
I'm
reason.
not forgetting you for this one.
All right, Sam, the only reason for this is because people look at his points per game and think he's one of the best scorers in the league. Or just the best players in like one of the most underrated players in the league. People don't rank him high. Scoring is literally the only thing he can do, other than like ball handling, like scoring and ball handling. That's it. He can't pass. He can't play defense. Like he can't rebound very well. And he's not a bad player. He's really good, but he's slightly overrated. And the Nets are just going to be so bad this year that they don't have any really overrated players. People think
Yeah.
there are people
But
that
there
think
is one.
the
There
Nets are
is
winning like
one.
who?
There is one overrated player that you
Okay,
guys are forgetting about.
but Ben Simmons, he's not overrated, bro. He's just bad,
He is he is so
bro.
overrated.
Bro, no one thinks he's good anymore. Prime Ben Simmons was one of the best players in the league, but
No,
everyone forgets because of how bad current Ben Simmons is.
but
Um,
then there's also hey, you're forgetting about the off season. You're forgetting the off season hype. Him saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be so much better. I'm actually figuring out the shooting." And people started buying it.
bro,
He
yeah,
might be
every
better
single
this
year.
season.
Every
Nope,
single year,
not
he
this
posts
time.
videos of him like shooting in the off season from like 40 feet out.
Yep, and then
But
yet
like,
some people still do think that he's gonna get better, and that
yeah,
never
people
happens.
actually believe him. But for underrated, I have Noah Clowney because
Ooh,
Okay, I mean yes, but there's one that's like he's a much more underrated than Noah Clowney.
all right, whatever. Stop critiquing my list, Sam. Come on.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
I'm not sorry at all. You put you put Cam Thomas as overrated. I'm never forgetting you that. You're never gonna
Lucas
be
also did.
forgiven.
and then I have Nicholas Claxton.
Wait, who'd you have has overrated?
Cam Thomas.
Okay, both are gonna die.
I'm
You
sorry,
both are dying.
Sam. All right, all right. Who do you
And
have as
for my
underrated?
Nick Claxton, you guys
Yeah.
forgot that he's even a player.
I
Lucas literally
chose
put him
him.
there.
At least Max forgot that he was even a player.
No, I didn't. Nick Claxton was my like runner up for underrated. But Sam, Nick Claxton is really good, but so is Noah Clowney. And like no Nick Claxton is way more known than Noah Clowney is. Like if I ask the average NBA fan who Noah Clowney is, most of them are gonna say, "Who the hell is that?" But I feel like most of them will know Nick Claxton. That's
True,
that's my
but
only reason why. That's my only reason why.
true, but like the thing is, like people know that Nick Claxton's good, but they don't know that he is probably the best player on the Nets right now. So that makes me think that he is the most overrated player on the Nets. Underrated player on the Nets.
Yeah, I
All
know
right,
what you
let's
meant.
stop yapping
All
and
right,
get
for
through
the
this.
Nuggets, I have Aaron Gordon. He can't shoot three. That's the only reason why.
Aaron,
Um, and the and the Timberwolves were able to just leave him open, and that's how they beat the Nuggets by so many points in like 90% of the games, or not 90%. In two of the games, they had like historically defensive games, and like it's because Aaron Gordon couldn't shoot the fucking ball. And I have Christian Brown because I think he's gonna be good enough as a starting shooting guard for the Nuggets to still contend. All right,
I have I have Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson.
wow, interesting. All right, any specific reasons why?
Nope.
All right, just no reason. All right,
Nope.
I don't really care though. We have to get through this anyway, Sam.
Um, so overrated I have MPJ and underrated I have Aaron Gordon.
Sam, I have something to say.
No.
Michael Porter
Yep.
Jr. is Cam Thomas if he was a small forward and could play defense.
But he's not Cam Thomas.
Well, yeah, I know. Michael
Isn't
Porter
Michael
Jr.
Porter
is
Jr. on the
No,
Clippers?
he's still he
no.
no
What
he
do you mean,
he's
Michael
still
Porter
he's still
Jr.?
there.
All right, Michael Porter Jr. is like Cam Thomas if he was 6'10" and could play good defense. Yet you
Cam
put Cam
Thomas is still
Thomas.
better.
All right, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with you about how good Cam Thomas is. He's your guy. It's
He's my
fine.
Pookie.
He's like how I am with Lester Quinones.
Yeah.
All right. For the Pacers, I have Miles Turner as overrated. He's not bad. He's a good player, but I think he's pretty overrated defensively. He's still a really good offensive player, but I don't think he's as good of a rim protector as people say. I mean, he blocks a lot of shots, but he doesn't. He's not like a great interior defender. And I have Andrew Nemhard. Yeah, look, because he's a bucket and he's really good. Lucas, go.
Um, I could not find an overrated player.
Yes, you could.
Oh, I could.
Yes, you could. Pick like Benedict Mathurin or something. He's pretty like
Okay,
like
Benedict Mathurin.
he's like Cam Thomas, but like worse.
And then I have Aaron Neesmith.
All right. Should have had Andrew Nemhart, but it's fine. It's fine. Aaron Neesmith is also good. Sam, who do you have?
Same thing as Lucas. Benedict Mathurin is overrated and Aaron Neesmith is underrated. And
Also,
Lucas, don't say
had
you
Nem-
copied me because I actually had this first and you switched to your overrated player. So technically, you copied me.
all right. So for the Pelicans, overrated. I have CJ McCollum. I would have put DeJounte Murray, but I haven't seen him on the Pelicans yet, so I guess I don't know how he's going to be. And underrated, I have Trey Murphy. The thing with the Pelicans is they have so many wings and like perimeter players that like it's like Trey Murphy is insanely good next to Zion Williamson. He complements him perfectly. Trey Murphy and Herb Jones are two of the best 3-and-D wings in the league, both arguably top 10 or 15. Like, and they're really good. I think I honestly think CJ McCollum should be the sixth man on this team, and they should trade Brandon Ingram. Because with Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and DeJounte Murray, they have five starting caliber guards and forwards. Like, you don't need this many players like this. Trade some of your players for better, like, for depth. All right, there's my rant. Where am I going? Oh my God, I put it in Lucas's again. I'm gonna beat someone. All right. Lucas, while I'm writing mine, what are yours?
DeJounte Murray and Trey Murphy.
All right. Murray and Murphy. Samuel.
So for my overrated player, I have Zion Williamson, and
Thing.
for for my underrated player, I have uh I have was it Brandon Ingram.
All right. I'm angry with you.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right. First, choose your reasoning for choosing Zion.
Well, this season he had, let's say, a pretty big down season. Like it wasn't huge, but he definitely had a down season, that's for sure. Because from last year, he had 26 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game. This season, he had 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, and only 5 assists per game. So he definitely had a step backwards from last season. And people still say that he's like one of the better like power forwards in the league,
I'm gonna
which he
stop you
is,
right
but there's still like
Bro,
better players than him.
23 points per game. That's
All right.
good.
Sam, I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? Um, so that that difference in scoring happened in like the 3 points less happened in like 50 more games. He played like 50 more games than he did the year before. And he also had a much better second half of the season this year. Like in the second half of the season, he was averaging like 28. It wasn't 28, but it was like 27, I think. 26 or 27, 26 and a half, something like that. But yeah, Zion Williamson did not have an off year. And like,
Okay, well then also in the season before that, where he played 61 games, he scored 27 points per game and 7 rebounds and 4 assists. So technically, the year before the year they barely played, his season was still better, even though he only played 9 less games.
You know what? This
and
is
again,
taking too long. Let's
shut
move
up.
on.
No, no. And so Zion doesn't really fit with Brandon Ingram as like that's why Brandon Ingram should be traded to a different team, and Trey Murphy should be starting. Trey Murphy fits with Zion Williamson, and the fit is really good. And the fit with Trey Murphy, or not Trey Murphy, and the fit with Brandon Ingram is not good. And that's why he hasn't been scoring as much because Brandon Ingram's taking up a lot of the shots. But I've been yapping. So I'm going to go to the Pistons. This is mine, right? Yeah, okay. For overrated, I'm going Jalen Duren. Not good defensively. Um, and for underrated, I'm going Cade because people forget how good he is because he's on the worst team, arguably in NBA history, but I'm not going to go that far. So, because they're not. They weren't as bad at the second half of the season. Lukey Pookie, you're up.
Jalen Duren and Tim Hardaway.
How okay? How is he underrated in your opinion?
I don't know.
All right, nice talk, Sam.
Uh, for overrated, I have Jalen Duren, and then underrated, I have Cade.
Copy.
Come here. No, no, it's fine. I'll let it slide this time. Raptors, overrated. RJ Barrett, underrated. Emmanuel Quickly. All right, Lukey.
RJ Barrett and Jakob Hurtle.
Interesting. Samuel.
RJ Barrett and Gary Trent Jr.
Gary Trent is now on the Bucks.
Of course he is. Okay.
Find an updated list next time, bro.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
I guess we'll just do Emmanuel quickly.
All right. Oh wait, that was too far. I forgot we're almost done with this. Rockets. Jalen Green, overrated, and Alperen Sengun is underrated. Jalen Green is only good in April, and Sengun is really good. Not much more to be said. Lucas,
Um, I have Dylan Brooks and Jabari Smith Jr.
how is Dylan Brooks overrated, bro? Everyone hates him. Is that why you think he's overrated because you hate him?
No,
Then why do you think he's overrated?
I don't
I'm gonna beat you. Okay.
know.
Sam, who do you have?
I have Jalen Green as overrated and Jabari Smith Jr. as underrated.
Too far. Spurs. I have Trey Jones is overrated only because he's like okay, Gine. Um, he's just a worse version of Chris Paul. He's not as good of a passer. He's not as good as literally anything as Chris Paul. And if he starts over Chris Paul, I'll be very surprised. And for underrated, I have Devin Vassell. I don't think he's really as underrated as he used to be anymore, but he's still pretty underrated. He's a really good scorer. He's an okay like a passable passer, a passable defender, and yeah, leukemia.
I have Jeremy Shohan
All right,
and Devin Vassell.
you're just a hater at this point. Just putting people that you don't like as overrated. I mean, he's not great, but he's definitely not I wouldn't call him overrated because everyone hates him now because he had to play point guard. But Sam,
I have Trey Jones as overrated and Devin Vassell as underrated.
come here. No, I'm kidding. This is a list where it makes sense to have a lot of the same because we're all doing like the same players and shit. Whatever. Overrated. I have Bradley Beal. I really think he should be coming off the bench this season because if he's not, there's either no playmaking or no defense in the starting lineup. And then Tyus Jones is the most underrated. He's one of the best role player point guards in the league. The best assist to turnover ratio, like 5 years in a row or something. He's really good. Lucas. Lucas.
Bradley Beal and Tyus Jones.
Come here.
Honestly, just call me
Sammy
here at this
Lanny.
point. Oh, I have
I
so
have
many events to say thank
Bradley
you.
Beal as overrated and Goodwin as underrated.
Goodwin.
Yeah,
Pretty sure he's still on the Suns. Not
not really.
100%.
No, I'll check. He's probably not, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's fine. For Thunder, overrated. There really aren't many overrated players on this team, and I don't think anyone's severely overrated. But I gotta go Lou Dort only because there are players that are better defenders on the team that are also better offensive players that I think should be starting over him. But I wouldn't call him he's only really overrated by the team and not really by fans. And obviously I have Aaron Wiggins, the most underrated player in the league, in my opinion. And it should be yours too. And if it's not, you're wrong. Lucas, go.
I have Lou Dort and Aaron Wiggins.
All right. No one's surprised about the Aaron Wiggins.
It's just that Lou Dort isn't bad. It's just the rest of the team is better.
Yeah. Yeah. The Thunder are so good, bro. They're so deep. I think they're going to be the number one defense this year, like by far. Sam.
So the I it's so difficult to find an overrated player for the Thunder, and you guys are probably gonna disagree with this, and it's fine. I disagree with myself sometimes too, and this is probably one of them. But for overrated, I have Chet Holmgren, and let me explain myself for this one.
All
So
right.
I don't think he's not awful at all. Like he's definitely one of the better players on that team. But the only reason why I think he's overrated is because of the people who think that he should have won Rookie of the Year. Like
There
Wemby's
are people
better.
that thought he
Don't
should have won Rookie of the Year.
there's people who there's obviously some people who like thought
Oh, yeah, it is
that
true.
Holmgren should have won Rookie of the Year.
They probably
And
forgot that Wemby was in that draft class then. Because
yeah,
if
Also,
and
Wemby
and
wasn't in that draft class, then
the thing
he
is,
would have
Sam,
won.
there are people that think Curry should or LeBron should have won MVP over Curry in 2016. Like
yeah.
Curry definitely should have won MVP. Like everyone knows
Mhm.
that. Doesn't necessarily make LeBron underrated, but there are really no severely overrated players on the Thunder. Um,
Yeah. So
personally though,
like
my hot take of the year, I think Chet Holmgren will win Defensive Player of the Year next year over Wemby and Rudy Gobert. Only because the Thunder, I think, are going to have by far the number one defense and are going to be the one seed. And Chet Holmgren's going to be a better defensive player than he was last year. And he was one of the most impactful defensive players in the league last year. But yeah,
and,
that's my hot take.
and for my underrated player, I did Alex Caruso.
Well, you're
You're
wrong,
keeping
but
Wiggins.
I guess I'll put Alex Caruso, even though you're wrong. It's fine though. I'll just beat you later. Um, The Timberwolves are overrated. I hate to say it, but Anthony Edwards, he is not Michael Jordan. Like he had a
He's
great
not bad whatsoever. It's just that people
yeah,
like say that he's too good.
he's great. And he's I think he's in a tier below Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker. I think it's more like I think it's less crazy to put him in a tier with Jalen the tier with Jalen Brown than it is to put him above Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker. I think it's
Yeah.
less crazy to put him at 4 than it is to put him at 1. But uh that being said, underrated player of Rudy Gobert only because people act like he's not a good defender. Like
He won Defensive Player of the Year. Like, how can you not say he's a good defender?
if he yeah, I know. But people act like like Shaq said he's the worst player in NBA history. Period. Like
That's
player period. Not even like defensive player of the year winner or like the worst center in the worst starter in the league or something. No. The worst player in NBA history. What the hell? That doesn't even make sense. How can you like come to that conclusion that Rudy Gobert, a 4-time defensive player of the year winner, is the worst NBA player in NBA history?
yeah. Like I love you, Shaq, but you weren't onto something. You were on something with that take.
Yeah. Who gives?
I
What?
have Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert.
All right, Sam.
I have Ant as overrated and Naz Reid as underrated.
Nas Reed, the GOAT. All right. 3 left. For the Portland Trailblazers. For overrated, I have Jeremy Grant, and for underrated, I have Denny Abdia. I have no idea what was going through the Wizards' heads when they traded Denny Abdia. Um, he is one of the most underrated young players in the league, and he has like star potential. And they traded him for Malcolm Brogdon. All right, and Malcolm Brogdon isn't bad. He's not a bad player, but like, oh wait, or I passed the Lucas. But yeah, he's just not nearly as good as Denny Avdia. And I think
Jeremy Grant and Duop Reef.
huh? Duop
Duop
Reed.
Reef.
All right, I'm surprised you know who that is. I don't know how to spell where. I'm just gonna put Duop. It's fine. Samuel.
Overrated, I have Anthony Simmons, and underrated, I have Denny Dia.
Interesting. It's Simons, by the way, but it's fine.
Oh,
Um, Den,
oh, whatever.
okay. I personally think he's more underrated than overrated, but not. I don't. I don't hate like saying underrated. I think he's decently well rated, maybe slightly on the underrated side, but okay, for the Warriors, I have Jonathan Kaminga and uh for overrated and for underrated I had Lester Quinones.
But you know he's not there anymore.
I actually should put Lester Quinones for the Sixers, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't feel like it. And for underrated, I have Pods.
I
He's
have
really
the
good.
same exact list. So
Shut up,
there you
Lucas.
go for me. Come.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Ha ha ha. Shut up. Sam, what do you have?
Um, Overrated, I have Andrew Wiggins. Underrated, I have Jonathan Kuminga.
Interesting. All right.
Pretty much the
So
opposite of what we have.
That's fine,
so Andrew
whatever.
Wiggins, um, I can understand you saying he's overrated, but I feel like at this point, think he's so bad due to the season he had last year that he's just not overrated at this point. But Kaminga, why do you think he's underrated?
Honestly, like I don't watch the Warriors, so I don't know who is really good other
Sam, you don't
than
watch any game.
that's true. So I didn't really know who to put for underrated because Quinones left, and I only know that he was good last season because of you, Max. And I don't really know anybody else who was actually good last season other than Curry.
All right, so Kaminga was a really good rim finisher last year. He was like Giannis level finishing at the rim, but he was very inconsistent from three, and he wasn't a very good defender. And
Yeah,
Warriors
he
fans,
couldn't really do anything else.
I feel like the average Warriors fan are say he's like the next Giannis, but he's just not. Like he's not gonna become Giannis. He might become like a decent player, like a good top 30 to 40 player in the league, maybe top 20 if he gets really good. But yeah, I think Warriors fans overrate him more than anyone. But for the Wizards, I have Jonas Valanciunas. I'm just gonna write Val because I know I'm gonna spell that wrong. And for underrated, I have Jordan Poole because I really think he's gonna have a good season next year.
I have the same exact thing, but I
Oh my
feel
God,
like that Jordan Poole is gonna have absolutely amazing season. Like I feel like he's gonna be one of like top 30 best players in the league.
that's absolutely insane. But I kind of agree with you. I think he's gonna have a much. I think he's gonna have a 2022-esque season. Maybe not as efficient. Maybe like more 2023. But yeah. I think he's going to look more like prime Jordan Poole based on the fact that he had a good second half. A decent second half to last season. Sam,
I have the same thing as you, Max. Jonas has overrated and Jordan Poole is underrated.
copier, double copier there. All right. I'm not reading off all of this because that would take too long. But yeah, that's the main segment of this episode.
That
Wow,
took
that
like
took a
an
long
hour
time.
and a half.
Yeah, it did. Um, this is already going to be like our longest episode. All right.
Yeah, and that's
And we
just one
and we
segment.
still haven't done the mini games, which is the best part.
Yep,
Um, all
the
right.
funnest part.
Shut up.
Yeah, finally, we're on to the mini games. All right. So we're gonna do a draft where we're drafting these players to make the most exciting team possible. It doesn't matter how good the team is. They just have to be exciting. All right. So the order is gonna go me, Sam, Lucas, and to start out, I'm gonna go Curry.
Okay.
In my
I just gotta
opinion,
keep
the
going.
most entertaining player of all time. But that's my opinion, and I might be wrong. Some opinions can be wrong. Sam, you're up.
I'm gonna go Anthony Edwards.
All right, all right.
Give me D Rose.
This is current.
Oh,
You
oh
you
no.
stupid.
This is
Oh
current.
no.
Yes, I told you it
Um,
was current.
You freaking
um,
retard.
I'll take, I'll take, I'll take a little Pookie.
I'll
Lapuki.
take Pookie.
I'll always take Lil Pookie.
You have back-to-back pick.
Um,
He's racist.
Why is he racist? That doesn't even make sense. All right, Lucas, go. Hurry the fuck up. I don't have all
Um,
day.
I'll take.
Hurry up.
Who do I want?
Hurry up. All right, I'll stop
I'm
now.
trying to think there, buddy.
Why?
I'll take Dan.
Who?
Dan.
Dane? All right.
You
Probably could have
freaking
taken it
monkey.
next. That's not very. I don't know. I think you could have. Oh, Sam, were you gonna take him?
I was literally just gonna take him.
I was about to say you're probably gonna be able to take him next round, but okay. Sam, you're up.
Well, now I need to think things through because Lucas had to take the guy I was gonna pick. Um,
Oh, well,
I'll take Giannis, I guess.
Giannis. All right.
Okay, yes,
Yeah,
that's probably the best pick.
All right. I gotta think here. All right. On my center, I'm going Wemby.
Hmm.
Wemby. All right, Wemby. Um, who am I taking at shooting guard? I gotta think here. All right. I think I'm gonna go Lamelo at shooting guard.
that's really
Good.
good, actually.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Sam.
That money
Give me
on
Shea.
you.
Give me
Huh?
Shea.
Shay? All right.
Crap.
That's a good one.
Who do I?
My son.
Hmm. Who do I want? Who do I want? Give me Kevin Durant.
I'm Kevin Durant.
You know
Um,
who I am.
are you running Braun or KD at power forward?
KD at power forward.
All right. You've got back to back, by the way.
Um, who do I want? I'll take. Who do I want? Um,
Who do
E.
you want?
I'll take. I'll take. Jaw and put him at my shooting guard.
All right then. I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't go earlier, but okay. Samuel.
Um, Give me Kawhi Leonard.
The.
Not not necessarily the kind of guy I would call entertaining, but hey, he's definitely not like boring to watch. All right. At power forward, give me Draymond Green. He's gonna be starting fights. That's gonna be pretty entertaining and exciting. Um, and at small forward, hmm, I gotta think for a second here. Give me like um. Oh my God. Okay. So actually, I'm gonna move Wemby to the small forward. All right.
What?
This is insane. Okay. This is
Wait,
insane.
what?
Um, then I'm
Excuse
gonna
me?
then I'm gonna put Jokic at my center.
Okay. God dang it.
So yeah, Wemby at small forward is going to look insane. That's gonna be hilarious. Wemby, like, just LeBron James standing next to Wemby, like Victor Wembanyama, like Jaden McDaniels, who's like 6'4", is gonna be like have to guard Wembanyama. Like, well, he's not gonna have to, but damn,
Um,
who are you gonna pick at center?
I'm gonna do Embiid.
Embiid.
Yep,
I think that revokes points from your team. Not gonna lie,
whatever.
but whatever. Lucas.
Uh, who do I want? I don't know. I might play very small. Very, very, very small. Actually, no, give me
Okay.
80.
AD. All right.
I was about to play small, but I just
Who are
was
you
like,
gonna?
nah.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna wait, who the heck was I gonna take? My brain is
I don't know who you
not.
is.
Oh, I
Lucas,
was gonna take Paulo.
I'm on him at center.
Yeah,
All right.
but then I saw 80 and I was 80.
I'm gonna win. I think I won this easily.
Yeah,
Easy.
yep.
Because I'm just that good. Lucas is second though. I think it's pretty close. Sam got Ant, Shea, and Giannis. Those are be really entertaining. But between Shea and Embiid, they're gonna be taking like 50 free throws a game. And Kawhi Leonard's not necessarily the most entertaining player. So
You want to watch the robot to be entertaining
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
entertainment?
All right. All right. What's up next? This is gonna be a fun one. I mean, kind of, I guess. All right. So we're gonna be doing a create a player, but we're gonna
Ooh,
create the worst player possible using only players that were in our top 20 players of all time list.
ooh.
Okay, so the draft is going to go Lucas, Sam, me.
Okay, okay. For body, I'm gonna take. Actually, no. I'm gonna take shooting. For Shaq.
All right, all right. Pretty basic pick, but not definitely bad. Samuel, Korea.
um, for body, I'm gonna take Curry.
All right, all right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Kobe passing,
Oh, that's good.
and then
Well, bad.
Bill Russell shooting.
Okay.
Lucas, go.
I'm gonna take John Stockton. Um, John Stockton body.
Oh no, sorry, it was Sam's turn. My bad. I'm
Um,
cooked.
I'm gonna do. Hmm. Hmm. I'll do. I'm trying to think. Like, there's. I'll do Tim Duncan shooting.
Probably could have done worse, but
Yeah.
hey, not Tim Duncan wasn't a great shooter anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'll take
Lucas,
John Stockton body.
and you have a back to back.
Ooh, who do I want? I'll take um uh give me cream handles.
All right, not kidding. Samuel,
Give me
go.
Bill Russell handles.
I already took Bill Russell.
Oh, whoops. Uh, I'll
Whoops.
take. I'll take. Clyde Drexler handles.
Handles for Clyde Drexler. Okay, and I forgot you had Clyde Drexler in your top.
Yep.
Yeah, that was probably
And
one of the
wait,
worst
that's
picks for me.
passing. And that was like the worst thing you could put Clyde Drexler on, other than like finishing. Put him on
Oh.
like defense.
Uh. Uh. Eh.
All right.
Uh.
Um, give me who do I want? Let's see. Actually, give me Nikola Jokic athleticism, and for body, give me Magic Johnson. Mr. AIDS. That's the only reason I'm taking him. Sam,
Uh, I'm gonna do Kobe passing.
I already did Kobe passing. Pay
Where?
attention. Well,
I guess I will do uh Wilt passing.
No,
Wilt's a really
no.
good passer. All right. What were you gonna do, Lucas? Were you also gonna do Wilt passing?
Yep.
Wilt averaged like 8 assists per game.
He
He's one of the
went
best
against
passers
these
in of all
people.
time. All right, Lucas. Just go.
Mm.
Wilt passing is not a good pick. You got bailed out.
Give
If you were gonna
me
take
what do I want? Everybody's so good now. Give me Jerry West athleticism.
all right. Not the least athletic player, but not the most either. You have back to back, by the way.
I'll take oh, bad finisher. Um, everybody's your good finisher.
Pause.
I hate you. Um, who do I want? I feel like no, I don't know who I. Give me, give me Larry Bird defense.
That is all right. That's not the best thing you could have done for defense.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Max.
What?
Going back to what you said about Will Chamberlain's passing. He only had 2 seasons where he averaged about 8 assists per game,
Yeah, but those were his
and
best two
everything else is
seasons.
5 assists and below.
Well, yeah, the seasons where he averaged more than 8 assists per game were the seasons where he actually won games. He averaged like 24 points, 24 rebounds, and like 8 assists one season, and his team won 68 games, which was the most at the most ever at the time, and wasn't beaten until the 72-10 by Michael Jordan.
Trying to think
Sam,
of
stop
a player.
yapping. Just go.
I know, Lucas.
But
Uh, Trying to find a, a player that was like not good or something. Great, okay. I'm gonna do Barkley shooting.
you already took shooting.
Oh, I'm
Oh my
retarded.
God.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Sam, come on, you got this.
Let, listen, I don't, I'm struggling here. Um, I don't know, Charles Barkley. There's just nothing I can do that's like, uh, there, there's nobody. There's literally nobody I can take. That's bad. Uh, I'll just do Charles Barkley finishing. It's nothing.
Hey, not the worst thing you could have chose. Um,
Yeah, but there's like nothing else I really kind of
yeah.
chose.
Or no, I mean not the best thing you could, I guess. You could have chose like say worst picks. There were like there were worse options you could I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. But okay. I'm gonna take Oscar Robertson defense. Not horrible, but not great. And I'll take Moses Malone handles. Samuel. Defense and athleticism you have left.
Um, was was Dirk already taken?
Nope.
Okay, I'll do Dirk athleticism.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's where I would have gone if I were you. Lucas, your last two picks.
I'll
Finishing and
take.
passing.
Hmm, actually, I'll take. I don't know. Give me Kareem passing.
You already took Kareem.
Oh yeah.
Literally right above it.
Huh. I'll take Dr. J passing.
All right.
And then
Much worse option.
uh for uh it's either between KG and D Wade. Actually, maybe KG.
All right.
Yeah,
Katie.
KD. Yeah.
Katie is a much worse finisher than both of those guys. Maybe not much worse, but a worse finisher than both of those guys. That was the right choice between those three. Sam,
Is
I
Patrick
already sound
Ewing
like,
still there?
no. Why would you take him for defense? Huh?
Well,
All right.
the thing is, right, the three players I have available right now are him, LeBron, and MJ.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Finally, I just have finishing left. And my options are LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Garnett, or Giannis.
Mm,
No one's taking Giannis, right?
There's
no.
this is
So
almost as bad
I'm
as the
not gonna pick
situation
him.
as I was in.
So I'm gonna make it. My guy can only make layups and dunks, I guess. So actually no, I'm gonna take Giannis. Giannis finishing because without his athleticism, he would be a mid finisher.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
I'm a
When
genius.
Jokic, I, this,
So it's basically just Giannis's layups. Since I guess with like Jokic dunks, but Jokic doesn't really dunk. All right. So Lucas, it has the body of John Stockton, the athleticism of Jerry West, the shooting of Shaquille O'Neal, the finishing of Kevin Durant, the handles of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, passing of Dr. J, and the defense of Larry Bird. Your player is more of a defensive-minded player, so Larry Bird's a good defender.
yeah.
So basically, he's Patrick
You think
Beverly,
me
but better
taking,
on defense.
you think me taking Scottie Pippen would have been a better pick?
For defense,
Yeah.
no, that would be a worse pick. Um, this is just a better defensive. Um, I just said his name. What Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly is basically yeah. This is just that's just perfect. If Patrick Beverly was a worse shooter and a better defender, Sam has a body of Curry, the athleticism of Dirk, the shooting of Tim Duncan, the finishing of Charles Barkley, um, the handles of who is this supposed to be? Doc, who's who'd you Sam? Who'd you pick for handles? I put Dreer.
Um, Oh, Drexler.
Oh, Drexler. Um, the passing of Wilt Chamberlain and the defense of Patrick Ewing. This is just Rudy Gobert if he could pass and kind of handle.
And a lot smaller.
And yeah, and a lot smaller. I have the body of Magic Johnson, the athleticism of Nikola Jokic, the shooting of Bill Russell, the finishing of Giannis, the handles of Moses Malone, the passing of Kobe, and the defense of Big O. My guy can make layups and is kind of tall, but also gets AIDS. um, I think Lucas's player is the best.
Well, technically the worst, but yeah.
Or no, I think his is the best. He's his is the best player here. Like his player could actually exist in the NBA, kind of.
Because
He
he
could be
pretty
like
much does.
yeah, like he can be like a player that gets minutes sometimes, like when the team is losing by like 40 or winning by like 40, or just needs some good defense. Sam is a really good shot blocker, but like 6'2". I don't know how that would work. Like that doesn't even make sense. Like you have the would he still have the shot blocking ability of Patrick Ewing? I mean, he has the defensive instincts of Patrick Ewing, but that's probably like a block a game as a guard. Um, so he's a really good guard defender. Um, but yeah, he's an okay passer, an okay handler, actually a good handler. But that's it. My guy can make layups and do everything else okay to bad. Who lost or technically won? Who has the worst player here?
I feel like Sam.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's close between me and Sam. I think Lucas has the best player here. I don't know if that means he won or lost. Well, actually, no, that means he lost because we are trying to build the worst player possible. But I think it's close between me and Sam. But yeah, I think I'm not angry at Sam winning. All right. Next, what do we have? All right. So I'm gonna show you two all-time NBA teams from the same franchise, and you're gonna tell me which one was more entertaining. All right. All right. So first up, the Run TMC Warriors with Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, and Tim Hardaway, and Chris Webber, a young Chris Webber, or the We Believe Warriors with Baron Davis and all of them, and like the 15-man deep roster.
Hmm.
Both very entertaining.
Yeah. I feel like we believe though.
Sam, do you have an opinion before I share mine?
Um, I don't watch the Warriors, so I don't know
Sam,
which one.
this was in like 2005, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, neither would you.
I've watched multiple games from both of these teams. I've watched multiple games from all of the teams on here.
I've only
But
watched
yeah,
stuff from the We
so
Believe.
I haven't watched any of the games from any of the teams likely, so
all right, it's fine though. Yeah, I'm going We Believe personally, because they beat the one-seeded Mavericks, who won 67 games, and the Warriors won 42. Baron Davis is a bucket. All right. The 2003 Kings that almost beat the Lakers, or that would have beat the Lakers if it weren't for stupid reffing, or last year's Kings.
We'll go 2003 Kings.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the Kings that had white chocolate?
No, this was after Jason Williams left. But this was Mike Bibby, Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, and Vlade Divac, and
Mm.
everyone else that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, well, still 2003.
Yeah, I agree. The 1993 Bulls or the 2011 Bulls?
93.
93 had MJ, Scottie Pippen, right? All
I
right.
feel like
Yeah, yeah.
it's like 3/4, but like, yeah, I'm
Personally,
still going.
I'm going 2011. Um, T Rose,
You're
Joakim
outvoted.
Noah, Carlos Boozer. That team was too entertaining. That team, I get it. 93 had like one of the most entertaining players of all time. Step aside, Mike. Derrick Rose is more entertaining than you.
Yeah,
I said it.
definitely. He
It's
is.
fine though.
He is.
All right.
I want to dare. Sure.
Next, the 2005 Timberwolves with KG and all them, or the current Timberwolves with
I'll take
basically just
KG.
didn't let me finish. But
Womp womp.
yeah, KG, Stephon Marbury, both of those really entertaining. I actually don't think Stephon Marbury was on that line. So I
He
think it was
wasn't? No, I'm pretty sure he was.
in 2005. I think he left in like '03 or '04. But I think this was
It might have been 04.
Cassell
I don't know.
instead. This is like Sam Cassell, who was also pretty entertaining. So yeah, I'm still going '05. Anthony
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Edwards
too.
is really entertaining. He carries the current Timberwolves. I mean, Jaden McDaniels is pretty entertaining. But yeah, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels. All right. The 2015 Hornets with Kemba Walker and Lance Stevenson and I think no Kenyon Martin maybe I think or the 2007 Hornets with David West and Chris Paul.
I might go with 2001.
That's 2007. It looks like a one,
I'm
but it's
7.
I'm going 2015 because Lance Stevenson and Kemba Walker were
Yeah, I
walking
think I'm
and
going 2015 as well.
all right. The 2021 Clippers with John Wall, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, or the Love City Clippers.
Lob
Lob
City.
This is
City.
a tough one.
Lob City.
I don't know.
Uh,
I put the
not gonna, I think
2021
it's
Clippers.
2021.
I only put the 2021 Clippers here, so there's so I could put the Lob City Clippers on here. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy. City. The 95 Rockets with Hakeem and Drexler, or the 2018 Rockets with Chris Paul and James Harden.
I might go 18.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
I
go 95.
Yeah, I think I'm also leading 95. Lucas, you've been outvoted. Hakeem was
Okay.
Hakeem was really good, obviously.
He always was.
Yeah. And Kawhi Drexler was still pretty good at that point. So, all right. Which of these NBA moments was more sad? D Rose getting injured or Lester
D
Quinones
Rose.
hitting?
D Rose.
Definitely Lester
Ma-
Quinones.
It might be less. No, it's 0.
It's Lester. When D Rose got injured, I didn't cry because I was 1 year old. But when Lester Quinones left to the 76ers, a tear genuinely left my eye. I've been outvoted though. Jason Tatum winning the finals, or the what's his name?
Miles
Miles
Bridges.
Bridges getting a contract and still being allowed in the NBA. Both of
Jason
these are
Tatum
pretty
winning his
sad.
ring.
Jason Tatum winning a ring.
I was
Are
not
you
very
serious?
happy when the Celtics won the
Easily Miles
championship.
Bridges. This is easily Miles Bridges.
Well, you
Okay?
know I'm biased towards Jason Tatum. So,
Miles Bridges is a
yeah, I
wife
know.
beater or a
Yep.
girlfriend beater, I guess.
Wait, what is it? Girlfriend or wife?
I don't know. A
For a girlfriend.
significant other beater. All right, I guess we're going Jason Tatum. Karl Malone existing or Nick Young retiring.
Carl Malone existing.
Nah, Nick Young. What are you talking
It was
about?
a sad day. Swaggy P left.
He's gotta be Nick Young.
But Karl Malone existing is horrible. I don't know. Just actually really close. These are all both really sad. I miss you, Nick Young.
It should have been what if Carl Malone would have beat Jordan
What if Karl
in the
Malone beat
finals?
them alone?
Imagine if Carl Malone beat Jordan in the finals.
Imagine if Karl Malone left them alone. All right.
We all
Then
know
he
that
wouldn't
ain't
be bad.
happening.
That's the last one.
Then Carl
All right.
Malone wouldn't be a Malone-ster.
All right. We
Well,
got one more remaining. It's a long episode. All right. So, seeing as how the city jerseys got leaked about a week or so ago, and we're known for ranking. I guess we're not known at all, but we rank city jerseys a lot. We will be ranking the 2024-2025 city jerseys.
This is gonna take another 30 minutes.
No. We'll go fast, probably. The Hawks.
Probably.
I like these. I don't love them.
No. E.
I think
I
they're
go like
okay.
C,
E. I'll go with D.
B.
D.
I'll oh D. All right, right in the middle.
Yeah.
The Celtics,
These are horrible.
Ew!
the Nets.
Not bad.
Ew!
Kind of cool.
I'll go E.
They're fine. E- Yeah, I'm going E with these. The
E for
Hornets, I
you.
kind of like them. I kind of like them. I mean, they're
Yeah,
not
yeah, they're
horrible.
not that bad. I'll give
B.
them C.
The Bulls,
Ew.
Ew.
I.
Ew.
C.
I'm going D here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not putting them in E tier because I hate E tier. I don't know why it exists. It's stupid. Um, the Cleveland jerseys. Why?
No.
That makes me want
Why?
to not live anymore.
I don't like E tier. So I'm not putting them in E tier though. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna slide these down to F tier and then remove E tier. All right. The Mavericks. I don't hate these. They're mid.
Yeah, they're not
They're
that
like
bad.
they're not absolutely horrible though. I'll put them in C with the Hornets.
Yeah.
I really
What the
hate
hell?
that the Denver jerseys have like the number, like the elevation on them. It's kind of
Yeah.
stupid, but
Like,
I
why
kind
do
of
we
like
need to
it.
know this?
I actually kind of like these due to like the geographic stuff or whatever. It looks kind of cool. Um,
D.
and I'm going like C personally because
D.
like all of these are so bad. Like you gotta. Oh,
Except for Utah. Utah is probably gonna be the only A
I
or
actually
S.
really like the Detroit Pistons jersey. I really like these.
I like these. Yeah, I really
I
like
think it's
these too.
okay.
I think I honestly think I'm going like S here, S with these. I
Yeah.
really
No.
love these.
A.
A.
Eh? All right. I think those are my favorite jerseys this year. All right. The
Above
Rockets
the
jersey.
I like that.
I like these
I
ish.
mean, they're
E.
fine, bro. We're just putting like C. They're not like they don't move me
Yeah,
at all.
okay.
It's just like I actually like these Indiana Pacers ones a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
me
like
too.
honestly
these.
like them better than the black version.
They might be S.
I
A.
Yeah, okay, I'll put them as. I don't like them better than the Pistons jerseys, but you guys don't like the Pistons jerseys as much as I do. So, the Lakers jerseys, eh?
These look
Ew.
like practice jerseys.
They
I
do.
don't like Well, yeah, that's because there's no number though. The fact that there's no number on any of these is weird, but I don't really. I'm not a fan of the gradient. Um, I'll put him D. You guys have any opposing to
Nope,
that?
G's fine.
Nope.
But so plain blue Clippers jerseys. Okay,
That's
They're not
ugly
that
as
bad.
hell.
They're not that bad. They're like
they're literally just blue.
they're like
Like why?
D.
Lucas, they are that bad.
I'll
Shut
go.
up.
I'll go like mid D, right with the Cleveland jerseys because they're both the same shade of blue. No, I'm gonna beat someone. These are the worst.
Lucas volunteers.
The red Grizzlies jerseys.
What
Why?
are they doing?
Why? Why? Why are the city jerseys so bad this year? Why do they have to do that? Like, these aren't as bad as any of the F tier teams, though. I think all of like 90% of our things will be in D. The Bucks, I kind of like these. I don't know.
Theirs are like last year.
Like top of C.
Yeah.
All right. I I hate my stupid phone. I'm gonna crash out. All right. The red Heat culture jerseys rather than the black one.
Yeah, let's go with F tier because I absolutely hate heat culture.
Yeah. The Pelicans jerseys. I mean, they're fine. They're kind of cool with like. It's hard to see, but they got like the bones. The bone
Yeah,
texture.
we'll go. Yeah, we'll
See.
I'll
go.
go B because there's
Yeah, B.
nothing yet. The Minnesota Timberwolves jersey. This is just the inverse of what they had last year, and I like it a
Yeah,
lot less because it's way more boring and there's way less of it. Um, I'll go like
He.
top of C or top of D, bottom of C.
okay.
Right.
Isn't this what the Knicks had last year?
The last year was like blue. The I like these less than the ones they had last year because I like just the overall color scheme. This is more
These are
white.
A though.
Eh, I'll go B.
Yeah.
High B, highest B.
I'm not a huge fan of the white background version of it, but I honestly like the Pelicans ones more. But I guess we'll go over the Thunder. I mean, they're kind of
Why?
Eh.
cool. They're like, all right. I like the side thing. I don't know what they're going. I want to see like I would rather like if these had the numbers and like the whole jerseys like on person rather than just like the floating thing. They
Yeah,
might be better looking, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I don't hate them. I'll go like I see
yeah,
the Magic Dallas Cowboys ass jersey.
yeah. What the heck? Why are they? Are they trying to be a Western team now?
I don't know. Either bottom of D or top of F. I don't think they're on the same tier of any of the teams in F or the
F.
jersey. All right, the
I
gay
think they're
Sixers
okay.
jersey.
I actually like these.
They're all right. They're better than like 90% of the rest.
B.
All right. Oh, okay. What is that? D?
Hmm.
Yeah, we can put it in D. I'll put it in like C.
Okay.
These are just so bad this year.
Yeah.
The Suns jerseys are okay. Looks like a 10-year-old drew that star.
Yep.
Not a
Um,
huge fan of like the green accents on the
yeah, I
jerseys.
didn't even notice that. But now that you've pointed that out, I hate it, the jersey
Um, I'm gonna put like low D, mid D. I'll do like mid D. Not as bad as the group. But I like these better than the Rip City jerseys they had last year. They got
anymore.
that
B.
Yeah.
weird texture on them.
Actually, A.
A, A.
B.
B.
I think we're glazing due to the horridness of the other jerseys.
Kind of.
All right. I don't hate the fine. Um, the Kings.
They're okay.
This is
They're
the
horrible.
definition of mid. Horrible. It's crazy.
I
I
would go D.
I'm going high C or low C. Timberwolves. Wait, no, not the Timberwolves. Spurs. Isn't this the same thing they had last year? My tweaking.
I don't know. It looks okay though. It's not great,
It
but
looks
it's not
it looks
awful.
weird. It looks like a weirder version of the thing they had last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since
I'm
all
going
these
high.
don't have the numbers, they look odd,
Yeah,
but they'll have numbers.
for the Raptors.
I
It
love these.
looks weird. The logo looks weird.
Wait, I mean, I really like these. I'm
Like
I
a huge.
love
I get where the
I,
logo's coming from, but like
I'm not.
eh.
I'm not. It's they're not S tier. There's only one S tier
yeah,
team, but S tier
there
jersey.
no two.
But
There's got to be two.
oh, there are two. Uh,
Yeah.
there are.
Yep.
Wait, did we already put one in S tier? Oh yeah, we did. I'll go A or high B. One of these
I
two.
B
Eh.
All right. Then I voted same.
S
S.
Yeah.
S.
S.
Yep. No conversation needed. Why does the Utah Jazz cook with their city jerseys, but like have horrible
Put it. Yeah.
normal
Put it
jerseys?
in front.
Like then the white version of the Wizards jerseys they had last year with this weird texture. I think I like them better than I did with the last year's jerseys, but like
I would
Yeah.
go
again,
C.
definition of mid. Like, all right, these jerseys are a lot worse than they were last year.
Yep.
Yeah. And last year they
We
were
thought that they
bad.
were bad last year.
And most of these get bumped up. Like the ones in A and B, or and no, just the ones in A are are the only ones that I'd actually put in A. Everything below that is getting like bumped up a tier because of how bad everything else is.
Then S tier is like S tier.
Like yeah, S and A tier are the only two tiers that I wouldn't change if we actually had good jerseys. All right. Sam, I think it's time for Sam's Sports Corner. You got
Um.
any news for us?
I mean, sort of. So, well, you guys already know about the cat trade and everything.
Yep.
Uh, trying to. So there's been some like, oh yeah, Raiders wide receiver Devontae Adams has asked for a trade out of Las Vegas. Um, yeah,
Makes sense. They lost to the Panthers.
yeah.
And I'm a
But
Panthers fan saying that.
what's up with the Panthers? What are we talking about? Um, and there's definitely more. Just that from like what
What
I'm.
isn't wrong with the Panthers?
Yeah, the Panthers are
Panthers
perfect.
are garbage. I'm surprised they won a game. I honestly was predicting them to go 17 and 0 or 0 and 17, my bad.
Yeah, undefeated. Let's go.
17 and 0.
Or however many, like 18 or whatever, how many games they're
It's
playing.
17.
Yeah, 7. I honestly predicted them to go 0 and 17. Like, yeah. Continue with your news.
Um, I'm I don't really see anything else
Um,
except for like the Chiefs placing Rasheed Rice on the IR.
you know that you can also put basketball stuff in there too.
Well, Lucas, there isn't been that
There
much
are no
basketball
basketball
news.
news right now, Lucas.
The only big
There's two
news that
things that
happened is that the
happen.
okay, go ahead.
We
Say
already
it then.
talked about them.
D
Say it
Rose
then, Lucas.
retiring. So that's one, and then Dikembe Mutombo dying.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I forgot about that one.
yes, Derrick Rose has retired, and the Tomo has tragically died, age 58, due to cancer. Really sucks. He was one of the
Yeah.
best defenders of all time.
Yeah.
Probably the
And yet
best player in shot blocker, but I mean
nothing
there
no
are a
no
lot of
no
great shot blockers, but yeah, probably one of the best pure shot blockers.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And Derrick Rose retiring.
It's
Pretty
about time.
sad, but
Bro's
doesn't really
oldish.
resonate with me because I never like I didn't watch him growing up,
Yeah.
and Lucas apparently acts like he did. I don't
No,
know.
but like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
Lucas,
just
don't act
love
like
D Rose.
yeah, because you're a freaking Glazer.
Lucas is damn Lucas. Get D Rose's meat out your mouth, bro. Lucas is a professional D Rose meat muncher.
Lucas is
uh,
hopping on and off of it right now.
All right, Sam. So that was the news we got.
Yes.
After by far our longest episode yet, we have finally been have completed it. I hope you all enjoy, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.